Over the past few years, talk about AI taking over our creative jobs has gone completely out of hand. LinkedIn almost feels like a war between AI warriors and the anti-AI resistance, where every post or comment, even loosely AI related, either celebrates some new breakthrough in AI or raises pitchforks over the ethical concerns of data scraping. While I do think there is some merit regarding the ethical concerns surrounding AI, I also have to acknowledge that protesting against it kind of feels like protesting against the way the wind blows. The pushback is warranted, and will hopefully disrupt some current AI trends, but either way, some form of AI is here to stay, and these tools will hopefully be trained more responsibly, but they aren't going away. There is some existential threat of AI lurking around the corner, and already it has been replacing some jobs, primarily within concept art and map painting departments, but there is still generally a large gap between the impressive demos we're all currently seeing with video AIs and a final usable and art directable product that will actually completely replace the need of most artists in a studio. We're all accustomed to a high level of demands that clients generally have for their end products, and up until now, all we've really seen of cutting-edge AI tech is essentially some barely usable stock footage generation and the ability to kick out garbage mats that loosely isolate elements from the background. It is certainly impressive and rapidly evolving, and while it may be a more impactful technology in the long run, we've been promised many technologies before and seen some very impressive demos for things like virtual reality and self-driving cars, but I have yet to see either of those really take over the world, because once again, there's a huge gap between showing us a cool-looking demo and the product being safe, ready, and useful for consumers. Just in the last 4 years, we've jumped bandwagons from the metaverse to the NFT craze, and now onto AI. And while this technology does admittedly feel different and is already affecting our day-to-day more directly, it's truthfully the least of my concerns at the moment. Everything else going on in the industry feels like a much more impactful and imminent threat to our jobs. Many are probably aware by now that Hollywood was hit by 2 major strikes last year. Hollywood writers and then actors both went on strike, resulting in about 6 to 7 months straight of production delays. And while most VFX artists stood by the writers and actors and supported the movement, the effects undoubtedly trickled down and also inevitably ended up drying up essentially all of the VFX work for a short while. And unfortunately, for a number of reasons, we've never fully recovered from that. Still today, many high-level artists, producers, and supervisors are left struggling to find work, making it virtually impossible for newcomers to get started in the industry. What's worse is that in some cases, studios aware of that fact are using it as a bargaining chip to drive down artist costs by offering less on new job postings. And that's sadly just kind of how it goes with supply and demand. If there isn't enough work and plenty of artists willing to do the work who have been out of work for a while, at some point they'll be forced to accept lower wages just to keep some income coming in. It is very possible that over time we see a decrease in wages across the board.